If you apply,
I'm not
you're
ready,
not gonna
but
get it.
you're ready. You might be ready. You might just because 1, 2, 3 said no doesn't mean 4 will say yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm afraid that sometime when I get that yes,
What are you gonna do?
I ain't gonna be ready yet. Are
Listen,
you
one
lying
thing-
to yourself about something? My baby girl Glow doing her thing.
My bad.
Hello. Welcome to Hypothetically Podcast. I am your favorite co-host, Sheli.
And your co-host, Gene.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing? Don't mind me. My vision is, do me a favor, turn that this way. Because I realize I'm not in this shot. Go, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. This one? Yeah. No. The handle. Yeah, good. Perfect. All right, good. Sorry, guys. Hey. How's it going? Okay.
The
That doesn't
volume
work?
might not
Okay.
be up.
All right. I'm a little rusty. It's all right. There we go.
And this whole time you still didn't add no new sound.
Nah, just lay it down.
So real quick, y'all gonna see we looking real good. We looking real sharp. We looking real fresh.
Because today might have been the greatest day of my life. Let me tell you something. I walked in that Best Buy. I was ready to spend whatever amount we spent. Thanks to Shelly's great vision and great catch. I have no other way of saying this. We walked out almost paying full price for something we weren't supposed to pay full price for. So, friend, all you. You take credit for that. Take credit for that.
I'm here to save dollars. So any 100%. Chance that we get, I'm gonna take it. I was like, wait, hold on, Gene. Gene was like, all right, hold on.
Yeah. I will come back. I will haggle these prices down. And shout out to Sammy. He helped us at Best Buy. He corrected the mistake. Even he didn't realize the mistake. So we all didn't see it until we walked out. But appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate your help, man. You save us a lot of money.
Right.
And that's all I'm about.
But honestly, though, we've been planning to get this third camera for a while. So I'm very happy that we were able to get it because now, boom, 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 we look good.
Good. So
this AC is not going to make sound in the back?
No, it's fine because it's noise cancellation, so it'll be all right.
Perfect.
Yeah, so.
It's starting to get hot outside, y'all, and yeah.
This is what y'all asked for, though.
No, seriously. I was good with the rain.
I was good with rain. I was good with mild weather. I like hot weather, too. I'm not going to hold you.
Nah, but hot is too hot. Today was too hot.
See, this ain't like South hot.
I know.
Up north hot is different because it's humid.
Yeah.
South hot is different, like Florida.
That's
Houston,
different. They got a breeze.
Caribbean,
We don't got no breeze.
Yeah. So I like that kind of hot. Hot up here is different because it's so polluted, it's so muggy sometimes. As you can see, we're getting a lot of rain. We're getting a lot of
my hair is sweating.
Crazy activity. Yeah, my back is sweat because we have to set all this up, go over what we're gonna go with y'all today. I think you're gonna like what we have in store for you today. But anyway, before we get into that, we've been away for a while. I think the last time we podcasted since was like March.
Jesus.
And I'll take full responsibility for that because schedule's gotten crazy. Shelly's schedule's a little crazy. We've had guests that want to come on. When things don't line up, we just say, you know what? We'll put it for another time. We'll put it for another time. We'll put it for another time. And look! It's June 12th, and we finally got to another time. But I think getting the third.
You giving out the date? That means you're snitching on yourself. You better make sure you put this out in decent time.
I'm not worried about that. I ain't worried about that. Today's June 12th. I don't give a shit. I know it's June 12th because I had to put a date on this, date on this, date on this, date on this. So it's embedded in my head. But real talk, like on a serious note, we want to give you more content. We want to be that weekly podcast, but I don't think people realize that the more equipment that I acquired, the more stuff I acquired, the more time this stuff takes to put together. It takes time to put together. It takes time to edit. Just be patient with me. Bear with me. And thank you all for still watching the show because I know I look at the numbers, I see, and we go out. When me and Shelley is out, you always stopping and saying, "Hey, good job on the podcast. When's it coming out?" We're here. We're gonna be coming.
Gene got yelled at. Y'all need to put out more episodes.
We definitely got yelled. I got yelled at. Shelley got a hug. I got yelled at. So it was just like, I see what kind of party's going on here. But real talk, I do miss podcasting. I do miss podcasting with my bro right here, and we're good. We're good. And shout out to my other podcast. We're gonna get that going too. Don't be mad. Be happy. Daddy's back in business, so we're good. All right. All right.
Well, before we do check-ins, quick shout out because they made the announcement, so we could make the announcement. Mitch and Sheli are expecting, so shout out to our best friends. Our best friends are having kids, so that leaves us, hanging in the woods. But
and that's fine. I like
shout out to them. Yeah. Congratulations to them. I cannot wait to meet our future baby boy because they already put out the gender too. So,
they put the gender out?
I mean, for the registry, it has the gender.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Well, so, if you didn't know, now you know. So it is what it is.
Shout out to our future baby boy. I cannot wait to meet him and spoil him. And I feel bad for him because Mitch is his father. But that's another conversation for another day. So
I think he's gonna get a lot of lecture.
Oh God, very much. Very
to know
much.
Mitch to know it's full of lectures.
Very much. So but shout out to them. I'm very proud of them, and I am excited to see the new journey that they are about to.
Shout out to them on creating a life together, creating a life for each other, and definitely doing the damn thing, doing everything. If there's a way, I don't believe there's a right way to doing things, as always with everything, but it looks fine to me. So, shout out to them. Shout out to them.
Listen, at this point, you do whatever makes you happy.
You do whatever makes you happy, yeah. You do whatever makes you happy. Do whatever makes you happy. Shout out to my friends that have been reaching out to me. I'm kind of a therapist now, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but I've had therapists. I've had some deep conversations with some people who've reached out, and I like what Shelley just said. Anything, whatever makes you happy, however right looks to you, you got to do it. But you know when things are wrong too.
Facts.
We're not idiots. We're not slow. You know when something's wrong. When something is wrong, you must correct it. I posted something the other day. Says, when you're in a hole, what's the one thing we keep doing? We keep digging. Stop digging. Look at something else. Look up. Start finding a way to get out that hole. But that's enough deep shit for today. Well, not really, but
we're just getting started. But how you been though? What's going on? It's been a while.
Been fine. It's been a while. Right now, I'm currently on vacation from work. I love it because I don't worry about work. I don't get no crazy phone calls. I don't have to be at no crazy site. I've been resting. I've been cool. I've been gaming, gym, eating, cleaning. Finally got this camera. Maybe some car shit tomorrow. I don't know because I have an off day from gym. I know you got things going on, so that'd pretty much be an off day completely from gym, from everybody else. I've been good, though. I've been good. I've been very, very good. I've been in a good space. I did lose a friend recently. Shout out to Mook the Voice. Rest in peace, my boy. Shout out to you and your family. Much love. Shout out to Cassie. Shout out to boys. Much love to you guys. Life is precious. Life is precious. We don't know the reason why God do things, but His plan is His plan. Can you question it? I don't know. That's a different topic for a different day. But I think what we're taught is we don't question it. We just have to keep on moving. We have to keep on doing what we're doing. So shout out to the family. Shout out to Mook the Voice. Good guy. Every time I ran up to him, he was cool. We always shared some laughs. He always laughed at my posts when I would do some crazy shit on the internet. Trying to get people riled up, you know what I'm saying? But, I as always, I do it all in fun. So that was the last time we had our interaction. And, when I heard the sad news, show up, respect, and we celebrated like niggas do. We partied, we drank, we had fun. We celebrated your life, my boy. But other than that, I've been good. Family's good. I'm good. I've been on the crazy financial journey of like, back to clearing up some things, and I like what's been happening. So I'm good. I'm very good. I'm in a good space, so I'm good. What about you?
That's good.
What about you?
I've been good. My gym is picking up. I was like, was it plateau? I was in a plateau for.
Let me stop right there.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, let me tell you something.
Don't start.
Let me tell you something about Shelley over here, boy. In the last, I'm going to say 90 days. And 90 days ago was about, I want to say March. Shelley had a plateau mode. Shelley was like, Gene, I don't know what's going on. I'm not gaining. I'm not advancing. I'm like, yo, relax. You're plateauing. You're somewhere where a lot of people would love to be at, but you're plateauing. And then there's a little gym talk for now. You know, we're going to ramble a lot tonight. It's a little gym talk for you. So when you plateau, that means that it's like going through the motions. It's like going to work every day. You're doing the same thing, nothing different. That's what happens in the gym. You get to a point where you are doing the same exercise, doing the same thing. So, of course, once I hear that, I'm like, all right, let's turn shit up, because that's how you get stronger. You turn shit up. So Shelley decided to turn things up. I agreed. I said, all right, let's go. I would say in the last 90 days, Shelley has turned into a serious beast in the gym, like a problem. Like, there are times where, like, and I don't like to give her compliments. I'll just say that right now. There are times where I'm looking at my friend throwing weights. I'm gonna post a video in a couple days. Y'all gonna lose your shit when you see how much weight she has on each side. And then here's what fucked me up the most. She did it when she was swinging it. I got scared. When I got scared, I said, the student can't show up the teacher. So I was like, I gotta do it, because I kept adding. I said, because I'm the way I push my friends is that I'm not gonna ask you to do something that I wouldn't do. So we're putting on weights, we're putting on plates. We get to a point where the plates are maximum. You're gonna see the exercise. I'm gonna probably post it tomorrow or Saturday, because I didn't forget it. I just gotta edit it. When I tell you how proud I am of Shelley, how I've enjoyed watching her go through her journey, how I enjoyed how she's overcome her own roadblocks in her head, because in the gym you can come with some serious roadblock. Hey, I'm not getting stronger. I don't see it coming off. It's like I said, gym is a step-by-step process.
It definitely is.
It is a everyday thing. Every day counts. You know, as long as you can show up, every day counts. I am very proud of my friend of where she got to herself right now. And for me, all of you, back to her, keep going. Because you inspire people. Because I get DMs. I said, yo, look what you done with Shelley. I said, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. She just showed up with me. I just showed her a few things. They be like, yo, bro. But I'm like, trust me, that girl's in a league of her own. But very proud, my friend. I'm very, very proud.
Thank you. Very proud. I appreciate that.
All right. I'm done. Okay.
I'm not going to get that for the next 6 months. So best believe I will cut this clip out and I will save it. But no, seriously, I was in a plateau for a minute, and I'm just like, yo, I feel like I'm just showing up, and like Gene said, I wasn't seeing no results. It was frustrating, because literally I'm going to the gym every day. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I got to make a change. So we literally had like a real conversation of the next move, and I'm currently in the next move. So I'm doing it for the month. When I'm done with it, I'll explain more of it. But I'm definitely switching up things right now. So I'm going through a bit of a change. It's hard, but I am pushing through. Shout out to Gene, though, because, listen, we've come a long way. To know me is to know that when I don't want to do something, I'm not doing it.
I'm going to interrupt again. I'm sorry. Let me tell you something about the first day me and Shelley worked out. The first day me and Shelley worked out, I said, hey, let's do this, and this. Shelley tells me no. Did you know I wanted to kick this girl? I said, go home. I really wanted to say go home that day. But I said, you know what? I was born with patience, and I'm going to continue to be patient with people. And I realized that I also have to realize myself, I can't put people on my level yet. I have to grow people. It's like a plant. You have to wait and you have to keep watering until it gets to a certain point that it can sustain itself. And that's where we're at right now. So, all right, I'm out of here. Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely did say no a lot of times. But now I'm at a point where Gene be looking at me like I'm a crazy person, because, like he said, I do be flinging weight. I am stronger than I, don't know that I am. Did I just say that right? I'm stronger than I think I am. So, like, sometimes I'm thinking that this weight is the weight, and I really need to add on another set. So I'm in the process of adding weight. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, so when I go out, people like, yo, you look, and I'm like, really? But I see myself, when you see yourself every day, you don't see the change. But I do appreciate everybody that encourages me. And my coach now, he's like, you about to be a bodybuilder? And I'm like no, I'm not about to be I'm not about to be no bodybuilder. He's like, you about to be out here in the competitions and shit. And I'm like, no. But shout out to Gene, because he did help me a lot. And he listened to me complain also a lot. But I do think the new gym definitely helped me too. Motivated me to.
Shout out to Powerhouse Gym in South
Yeah.
Park. Very, very good gym. Very good gym. Trust
Definitely.
me.
But we're gonna have to talk about that one thing. People be saying hi to Gene and don't say hi to me. I don't know what's the problem. But this man is definitely getting popular in the gym now. People just walk past me like I'm invisible, but then dap him up, having full conversations. I'm just standing there.
Not my fault.
But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. But
I just think we're just around some respectful men. Because it's men that approach me.
yeah, but there's nothing
hello.
to say. Just say, when they say hi to you, just hello. I can say hi back.
It's modern times.
But anyway, whatever.
Anyway.
That's like I said, another
Right.
conversation another day. But anyway, back to the check-in. I've been good. I've been really good. I've been in a good space. Learning a lot about myself, my body, and still figuring life out. But honestly, I've been really good. So yeah. I think it's my hair. And y'all, I see my hair flourishing. Mm-hmm. Hang time is coming. I'm sweating though.
That's funny.
Whew. Okay, so Gene bought a game called Unpack That. And it is a therapy game, as if we don't have enough therapy in the world. So today we are going to pick a series. We're going to pick a series of questions and literally just ask each other questions and see how this game goes. This is our first time unboxing it. It's our first time reading these questions.
Unboxed it. I don't know if y'all can't see it, but there's plastic on the floor.
All over the floor.
I bought it like a couple weeks ago, and I says we got to play this game for an episode for our people.
So yeah, you're going to play this game with us for the first time, and hopefully it goes well.
Hopefully it goes well. We'll see.
But yeah, you want to go first?
Okay. All right, let's see. All right, let's go tough questions.
You would pick that first.
Yes. Okay. Tough question. Unpack that. Are you lying to yourself about anything?
Am I lying to myself about anything?
What do you think?
Yeah. For me, I'm telling myself that I'm not qualified for certain things when I feel like I'm really overqualified for certain things. So like there's certain jobs that I should be applying for, but I'm such in like a comfort zone right now. So like I'm where I'm at, but I should be doing more.
Why do you feel that? What makes you feel that way? Is it because I understand that, but the only time I feel that way is when I see somebody not necessarily doing better than me or in a better position than me, and I'm not mad about it. I'll just be like, I know I'm more qualified than that person.
Honestly, for me, it's just, like I said, I feel like I'm comfortable. Like, I've been in my jobs for a while now, so, like, I feel like I'm comfortable, and I feel like if I was to apply somewhere else, I'm afraid of the no or, the rejection. Because now in the world, if you don't got connections, you're not getting that job. So I feel like I don't have enough connections out there to get that job. So, like, why even put myself out there? But I also feel like I'm overqualified. So if I do put myself out there, I'm going to get a yes that I'm not prepared for, which is, like, moving out of state or, and I'm not, like, I'm excited. I would love to move out of state, but I don't feel like I'm prepared for that yet, even though I probably am. So it's like, I'm holding myself back. So, like, I'm lying to myself, telling myself, like, no, you're good here or, whatever, but I really should be doing more. I feel like I'm holding myself back.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I get like that when I see somebody doing something. And it's not jealousy. It's not hate in my heart.
Right.
It's just I just see somebody doing something and I'm like, I could do that.
Right.
Or, at times I'll be like, I know, not necessarily I'm better than that person, but I'll be like, I know I can do what they do.
Right.
I just need the training, the time, or whatever, but I know I'm qualified to do what they do.
Yeah, I feel like what I do is so different from everybody else. So, like, job-wise, I haven't compared myself to anybody because, like, my job is so different from, like, everybody else's. Like, I don't really see, like, my friends doing what I do. So I can't really compare myself,
What
that
about
wise.
within your job?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, within my job, I'll be like, wait a second, this person is in this department now?
But in the industry that I work in, I know why I don't have the job that I should have. I'm a woman.
And you're black?
I'm black, and I'm Sheli. Like, the way I speak, it's misunderstood a lot of times. So it's like, yeah, I come off really, really rough, but that's a whole other thing for another day.
Right.
But heck yeah, I'm overqualified, but I'm a woman and I'm black. That's the two top. Like, that's always gonna. What was I watching? I was watching something when it's like, for some reason I was watching Scandal. I never watched Scandal. This is such a sidebar. I never watched Scandal. So I decided since...
I only watched it because I had a girlfriend at the time, but whatever.
I didn't really like it. That's just me. Y'all could attack me if y'all want. I liked How to Get Away with Murder better. But, yeah, so I decided to sit and watch Scandal. And in a few episodes, her dad kept telling her, like, you have to work twice as hard as everybody else. And I'm sitting there like, that's me. Like, I literally have to work. Even though we do the same job or I do more, I'm always going to have to do twice as more because... unfortunately, the other race is always going to be ahead.
But here's what I'm having a little trouble with what you're saying. You say that you're qualified, you can do the job, you're overqualified. Why are you lying to yourself about it?
Because I'm comfortable right now.
Okay.
So I know that if I put myself out there and I get an opportunity, it's going to be like a D1 or professional, which means I'm gonna have to work. I'm gonna have to be out of my comfort zone a little bit more, and I'm not.
Somewhere to
yeah, where you want to be. Exactly. Okay. So I'm lying to myself, like, "Oh, girl, don't even do that. You're not even gonna get that job."
Okay, so you're pretty much telling yourself it's not you looking at other people. You're saying,
to myself, I'm like, I'm not. If you apply, you're not gonna get it.
You're ready. You might be ready. You might just because 1, 2, 3 said no doesn't mean 4 will say yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm afraid that sometime when I get that yes,
what are you gonna do?
I ain't gonna be ready yet. Are you lying to yourself about something?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm lying to myself as if I have all the time in the world.
For what though?
Family. Making a family. I'm not even gonna front. It does. Lately, it has been messing with me a lot because there's been a lot of death around me amongst people older than me, slightly older than me, people at work, friends, family. And the one thing they always kept telling me was like, yo, you got to have something behind. You got to leave something behind. But I'm like, I don't know if that's going to be happening anytime soon, but
So
I be lying to myself because I'm like, oh, you got time. Nigga, I ain't got time. For 42, bro.
Don't got time.
Like, and then like you the other day, like you kind of fucked me up in the car.
What I do?
We was at Sonic's ordering our fat nigga food. And then Shelly's like, you don't think you're a little old to be doing what you be doing? Because Shelly be sitting me at the club. And says, when you gonna have kids? When you gonna get married? When you gonna do this? And I'm like, bro, I'm not even thinking about that right now. I just want a hot dog. But then it like creeping my mind and then I'm looking at the car and I'm like, yeah, I'll be lying to myself if I keep telling myself I got all the time. And I don't have all the time in the world. I don't. I know.
So when you say that you've been thinking about it, have you been thinking about it in the aspect of this is something that I want to do soon, or are you thinking of it in the aspect of
do I even want to do it?
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm wrestling with it now because like I think it's beautiful and like people like I'm 42 and my timeline right now is everybody sending their kids to prom, graduations, move ups.
You would literally be starting from the start.
And then it's like,
but I'm not gonna lie though. A lot of people your age too have been starting like fresh. Like they have such a gap. Like they have kids that are in high school, but then again they also have kids that they just had. Yeah.
So I understand that this is different modern times. This ain't our mom and dad times.
No, for sure not.
Absolutely not. Usually by this time, our mom and dad, their family's set.
Yeah.
They're not leaving each other. Yeah. Ain't nobody getting divorced. Ain't nobody leaving each other.
That was different.
No matter how many times that man cheated or whatever's going on or whoever's doing what to each other, y'all sticking together. This is different. This is the era of I get second chances. Mm-hmm. You see the women out here. You see Cardi B, Tiana Taylor. You see Cash Doll. They reloaded. They got these new men in their life. I wouldn't be surprised if new families pop up in their lives. We are in the era of second chances, but I'm not so worried about that. What I'm worried about is like, time. A man's lifespan is shorter than a woman's lifespan.
So what have you been leading more towards? More of I want a legacy, or more of is it point? Is
I'm
it
like
pointless
halfway
right
because
now?
I'm like, I don't know what I would leave my child with
What you mean?
if something were to happen to me.
As in like what? Like a house or a car or
Yeah,
something like
like
that?
assets.
Oh,
You know, I don't want to. You know, I love my dad, I love my parents, but
right.
they didn't. You know, if they ever transition,
Right.
I'm just left with bills. I'm not left with assets. I'm left with bills, like, you know. And I know that's not the way they planned it to be.
Right.
Life happened. You know what I'm saying? They did the best they can, but I'm left with bills. I don't.
Yeah,
leave,
but if you're sitting here thinking about that, you hurting
right.
yourself.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm in the right state of. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to even do it, because the way I'm talking, the way I'm thinking, the way I look at it is like, I look at it from like a money perspective. I don't really look at it as, oh, look, all your friends, they're happy with their children.
Yeah, because
with their
if you
wives,
think about it now, you got
whatever.
all this stuff. Like I'm sitting here looking at all this stuff that you have. When you die, who is it gonna go to?
Well, I made a list.
Oh
So.
my god. Next question. I can't even do this with you right
Man.
now.
All right,
You
go ahead,
are
pick the next question.
ridiculous. Yeah. This is reflection. Unpack that. What are you still unlearning?
Ooh,
Yeah,
what am I still unlearning?
that's a deep one.
That I'm still unlearning that I am, me as a man in this world is not as hard as a woman in this world. That's what I'm learning. I'm learning that women got to put up with a lot of shit, particularly black women, because I'm black and I deal with black women. You know, don't necessarily have to be Haitian. It could just be black. You know, any of the Caribbeans, Africans, Americans, I don't care. I'm black. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much you live in it. You black in this country. You black women have the same experience, most of them. You know, but I realize that even as a black man, like, I do have privileges that a black woman doesn't have.
Preach on it.
You know, and I keep teaching myself everything I do is a privilege. You know, I get to go to sleep in my own apartment, not necessarily worry about somebody breaking in my house trying to rape me,
Or following you when
or
you
following
get home.
following me to my car, or if I'm walking down the street, I'm getting catcalled, or if I'm at work, I'm getting harassed by
Or
men all the time.
if you tell a man no, he gonna come back and find you.
Come back and find you, or call you out your name, or say something serious to you, or the on and on performance as a woman to appease to men because you don't want them to go crazy, you don't want them to wild out, you don't want them to be mad at you, you don't want them to go on the internet and talk bad about you, you don't want them to rage at you, you don't want them to, like, I tell niggas all the time, man, like, we have a lot of privileges, man. There's a lot of shit we don't have to put up with. A woman got to put up with a lot of shit. Like a woman, like, I know women who've gotten followed back to their home. If they outside, the man is outside the club waiting for them, coming in, wreaking all havoc.
That's crazy, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Don't even care for the men in her life. Don't care for the brother. Don't care for the father. If the father steps in, like, yo, stop messing with my. They don't care. You ready to fight everybody? I'm like, women got it bad, man. I'm still unlearning that because I think the privilege of being a man kind of like blinds me for certain things. Because I don't realize that, like, yo, my sisters are going through some shit. You know, like, my phone doesn't ring. Well, not anymore, but my phone's not ringing at like 1 a.m. in the morning with like 20 missed calls from a man that doesn't understand I don't want to be with him no more. You know what I'm saying? Or when I do have that wide margin of peace, then all of a sudden he comes out of nowhere. And then he might lie to me, he might tell me the truth, but I have to take him at his word. And if I take him back, then he just gets back into his content space and might put his hands on me, might yell at me, So I'm still unlearning I'm learning that I'm privileged as a man, but I have to also unlearn that my sisters need help too. My sisters are going through a lot of shit. So that's what I'm unlearning. I'm unlearning that I got it good, but somebody has it worse. In order for me to have it good, somebody has to have it worse. And unfortunately, as a black man, if I'm a black man, I have it good, then the black woman's gonna have it worse. That's what I got.
Dang.
What you got? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What am I unlearning? I'm unlearning that I was sitting here thinking about it while you were talking to. I'm unlearning that my life isn't as bad as others. Like, no matter what I'm going through, at the end of the day, no matter how much my parents get on my nerves or how much sometimes me and my sister don't see eye to eye, at the end of the day, I have a support system. And a lot of people do not have that,
right?
Unfortunately. And, like, some days it's hard to, like, look past that and be, but I know when worst come to worst, before I hit up anybody else, I can go to my parents and my sister to have my back. Even my little brother, like, I can go to those 4 before hitting up anybody else because they're going to have my back first. And some people don't have that. So like I said, some days I may seem like, oh my God, they're against me and I'm alone and all this, but they're not. Because some people really don't have anybody. Like, they are by themselves. Like, I'm watching some shows and I'm like, yo, this is bad. Like, I have it good. Like, sometimes when I want to complain, I'm like, I really can't even complain. Like, it's no way I could complain. So I'm like, I have some days I literally have to bring myself back and be like, nah, girl, you got it good. Like, be grateful. So yeah, that's what so that's what some days I struggle with.
That's a hard struggle because we in America. When I think of stuff like that, I always think about, like, I'm here. I got electricity. I got water. I got sewage. I have clothes. I got too many sneakers. I got 2 cars. I'm physically able to do most of the things I want to do. It's safe. There's nobody's bombing my parking lot. Nobody's bombing my land.
No one's kidnapping us.
No one's kidnapping us. No gang members are holding us hostage.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I always think about Haiti. I think about Palestine. I think about Sudan. I think about
Congo.
I think about all these places that people don't know if tomorrow's going to come.
And they also don't make it to the news often either. So it's like once in a blue moon that you'll hear like a story, but then after that, you don't hear about them for a bunch of months, and they're literally going through it every day.
And that's sad because that's
their norm.
That's what's being black in this world is you're put last with those things.
And unfortunately, that's their norm. Like,
their norm,
every day they wake up to the same thing, like the same scare, the same panic. Facts.
They might not wake up, so yeah.
Damn, that was a deep one.
Yeah, deep, very deep. Okay. Next one.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do wild card.
Oh gosh, what's the wild card?
Take a break and grab a drink of your choice. That's easy, man. Here we go. Easy. I love a drink. After those two questions, we need a drink. Boy, drink your water. I'm drinking my orgy.
Yo, I cannot with you.
I love drinking. Alcohol makes everything feel better. You shouldn't drink too much of it at the same time, though. Alcohol makes everything better.
Does it?
Not everything, but some things get out of hand. Some things get out of hand, but other than that, I'm good.
And you want to open another one?
I'll pick the next one.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll do it. Let me do tough questions.
You just picked tough questions.
I'll do reflection.
Jesus. This game is heavy, y'all, as you can see.
All right. This is a good one. What is something you appreciate more the older you get?
Alone time.
Let me tell you something, man.
Alone time.
Baby. Alone time. I love being alone.
Yo, alone.
I love being alone. Woo! Love being alone. I got a friend right now. She told me, like, she ain't got her son for 3 days. She is so happy. I said, I know. I'm like this every day. Every day I'm like this. I love being alone.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I cherish my alone time so much.
So beautiful.
So I'm gonna give y'all a little background. So both of my jobs require me to be a people person. And to know me is to know I'm not a people person. But for the money, I'm going to do it. So.
Gotta do what we gotta do for money, guys.
So after work, like I promise y'all, after work, there's some days I'm doing both jobs in a day.
Right.
I will literally drive home with no music. Like whatever's in my head, I'll probably hum it, but it's dead silence in the car. And then on a day off, and now, I'm in my own space. So I'll literally spend the day and not say a word because that is what makes me happy. Like the decompression and just literally staying in silence, watching the show or listening to music, whatever the case that I'm doing. But literally just sitting in silence makes me happy. There's some days that Jean texts me like, yo, we're going to the gym. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to just meet you there. Because just driving in a car by yourself in just some quietness is just, it makes you happy. And it's not like I got nothing against you because when we go to the gym, we have our moments. But sometimes me and Jean go to the gym and we don't even talk. Like, he'll tell me what to do. And if I didn't see him do it because I was in my phone or whatever the case is, or we see something funny, but we'll spend the hour and a half in the gym and not say a word and we are fine. Like, some people don't understand that we don't always have to talk. And that's why I feel like with me, a lot of my friendships didn't last because I will stay quiet and I'm cool. But some people just have to just have a conversation. I'm just like, bro, we don't always have to talk.
You like noise, nigga? Like, come on, man. Just don't talk to me for a couple of days. We'll be fine.
But yeah, alone time makes me very, like, I have one of my friends, like, he'll text me like every 3 days and he's like, you alive? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. He's like, all right, cool. But like, he understands that I just don't feel like talking. And it's nothing that he did or it's nothing that I did. It's just, I just need some time to just, just quietness. Yeah. My phone's under my pillow. My mom calls me every day. She's like, you're supposed to call me every day. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to. I'm sorry. I know you're alive. I love you, but I cannot call you every day. Like, it's no way.
Can't do it.
But yeah, alone time.
Alone time.
That's for me. I guess you relate.
What was the question again?
It was reflection.
Something I appreciate more the older I get. Probably like overall rest. Just resting. Just like not even like a rest day from the gym or like a rest day from work. Just rest. Just sit in solitude. Sit in quietness.
Yeah, I'm about to call the cops the other day because this man had too much rest, and I'm like, hello, are you here? Like, I'm about to call his sister. Like, have you heard from your brother? Because I'm texting him and he's not answering. But he was literally just having his time, which I understand.
I just needed my time alone. I'm a Pisces. At the end of the day, we know how to be alone. We're just sometimes a little too damn alone. But I think I appreciate rest more as I get older because you need it. And you need a rest from everything. Like, put the phone down, turn off Instagram, turn off Snap or whatever the hell you're on. Turn off the PS5, close the door, let the sun hit you and just sit. And that's what I've been doing. Like my morning's been like that. And I told Shelley the other day, there's two things as part of my morning routine, like getting sunlight and just reading all these books I have here. Just trying to get.
Which I'm so proud because now you see why I be myself.
Right. So I understand like the little cocoon that you put yourself in when you read because you kind of like detach yourself from the world. You literally
go to a whole nother world. Yeah, and it's such an amazing thing, yo.
And, and right now with my books, I'm kind of in my self-help stage, but my realizing stage too. So I'm trying to like figure some things out with myself. So the stuff I've been putting into my head has been helping me. It's like, it's been me unlearn some things, learn some new things, value my time. But I think as the older I get, the more I realize I need rest more than, working like a dog every day, going to the gym, beating up my body. I just need overall rest. And I think that's the thing I value more and more as I get older.
And going back to the books, it's so funny to me because I'm laughing in my head because everybody has like the same reaction when it comes to me and books. When me and books, we go together real bad, like real.
How many books do you think you can read per week? Or
depending on how good
the book
or
is.
how into the book I am, I could probably do one a day. Or probably
I said a week.
I could probably do I could do two in a week.
That's
Yeah, I could do
nuts.
2 in a week. So like, and that goes back to the reaction. So.
Right.
So Kennedy Ryan had just came out with her. She has bulks of series. So
I can't stop talking about this book, guys. So here we go.
So first of all, he only knows about this book because we share an Amazon. We share an Amazon account.
It was in the car for a whole year.
And I pre-ordered the book in September, so it's just stayed there, and it was only going to be delivered in May.
Let me tell you how many times I went to show the Shell. I said, I think they lost your book, but I don't realize that there's a date on the. I'm like, I don't.
It arrives May,
yeah.
so yeah. So I pre-ordered the book, and it just stayed there. So he kept bothering me. So the book comes out. And my sister wants to get into reading, so I bought her separate book because I don't like sharing. So I bought her a separate book, and I bought myself a book. So me and Sully, we have we're always, whenever a book comes out and we're into it, we're on FaceTime. Like, and Mitch hates it. Mitch is like, y'all on this shit again, and I'm like, mind your business. So the book came out. Me and Sully finished the book in 2 days. So one day I go to my sister's, and she's like, yo, what chapter you on? I'm like, wait, what? She's like, the book you got me. I was like, girl, I've been finished that book. And she's like, what? And I was like, yeah, I finished that. So like when basketball's around, like when I go to Felician, I have my iPad because that's what my Kindle's on. And my coach is like, you got another book again? And I'm like, why y'all on me about books? Like, y'all should be happy that I'm reading all these books. And Jean's just like, man, I'm just...
You know why a lot of men be saying that? Because niggas don't read. That's why. Let's keep it real. Niggas don't read.
But yeah, I have
That's
a
why
tendency...
I say, ladies, like, if you date a man nowadays, make sure he can read out loud. If he can't read out loud, let that nigga go, please. Yeah. If he can't read out loud, let him go.
But that tells you a lot. Me and reading go together real bad. So when you was like, yeah, I've been lost in my books, I was like, oh, yes. Like, you understand, like... Because he's like, yo, you got another book again? And I'm like, yes, I did. No judgment. But yeah, I don't even know how many books I read this year alone, though. To be honest, I gotta count.
Say like 20, more than 20?
Not there yet, but I am in double digits.
Double digits. Wow. All right. Reflection.
No, you just did reflection.
Tough questions. Okay.
All right. I just had to take a minute to read that. So the question is, what is something about me that you do not understand?
About you?
Yeah.
Something about you that I don't understand. That's a hard one.
Yeah. Wow. In a good way or a bad way?
A good way, because I think I understand you a lot. I think. Damn. I'm gonna have to edit that out because that was too long. What's something I don't understand about Sheli?
I guess I could.
Okay,
go.
I got one.
Okay.
What I don't understand about you, and I guess I'm pulling this one out my ass a little.
I see.
But what I don't understand is how you don't understand men when you got the number one play in your face nigga as your best friend.
Wow.
That's what I don't. And I'm like,
wow.
I'll be like, friend, you know what this is.
Yeah.
Stop doing this.
Yeah.
We smarter than this. We better than this.
Yeah.
You know what this... I ain't got to tell you what this is. Because in 2 seconds, you about to tell me what this is. You just coming to me for confirmation, and I appreciate that. But you ain't got to do that. You know what this nigga is doing.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it is.
End it now.
That's exactly what it is. Like, I know what it is, but behind my mind, like that 10% is like holding on to that little bit of faith.
That's where a lot of good.
But that 10% it hurts us 90%.
That's where a lot of good women fuck up.
Yeah.
You give them 10%. Don't give them 10%.
Yeah.
Give them 1%. Don't do 10. Give them 1.
Even the 1 they shouldn't even get. They should get 0.
I say 1 because you never know.
0.5. 0.000005.
We'll go with 0.5. We'll go with that.
But for me, yo, I can't even sit here in front. That is true because I know. But when I come to you, I'm praying that you know you're gonna be like, well, But no, you give me the exact answer that
And
I'm thinking
happens?
of,
Exact
and
shit
yeah.
happens. The same shit.
But I've gotten better though with the
Right,
I've gotten better, but I've realized that I think, and this is me, snitching on myself, which I don't think I should be doing,
yeah,
but I am gonna do anyway.
You're being open.
I think that, well, I know that the guys that I've talked to are not the ones, which is why I feel like I've completely like right now in life, I'm not speaking to anybody. Like I've legit cut everybody off because I just feel like what I'm looking for, I have not found it in anybody. But I feel like when I was talking to those guys, I knew that I was going to get something serious. So I entertained it because I don't think I was ready for something serious. So I entertained it hoping like, maybe things would change through time. But I knew damn well that it wasn't going to change through time.
Right.
Niggas will be niggas. And I know that because, and it's not even in a bad way, but, and I say this all the time, majority of my cousins are guys. Majority of my friends are guys. And I work with a whole basketball team.
You already know.
Like, I know all the
tricks.
Yeah. That's why sometimes when it ends, I really don't even be hurt because I knew. So
And again, you and a few of my female friends who hang around me, I tell them all the time, you know what this is.
Yeah.
Stop.
Unfortunately.
You got degrees, you got businesses, y'all managing people, they managing $1 million businesses. You know what this is.
Yeah.
This ain't rocket science. It's not hard.
Sometimes we'll just let that dream
Right.
or reality, and that's not
Right.
what it is. It's really a nightmare.
All right, so what was it? Something about me that you do not understand.
I don't understand. And, I already had this prepared because I don't understand why you're not married.
About what?
You're not married.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know what he's looking for, but he stepped away from the camera right now, yo. Yeah, I don't know what he's looking for. Yeah, what? Oh.
Sorry, guys. All right, so you don't understand why I'm not married.
Yeah.
Well, marriage to me is, I think it's the ultimate commitment for a man. And that's just something I just feel like I'm not mature enough for right now. And not because I didn't find the right woman, because I know that it requires a lot of maturity. It requires a lot
But
of...
see, that's what I also don't get because when we have certain conversations, that, we don't do in front of camera, but when we have our conversations and sometimes I see you handle certain situations, you seem mature. So is that all like a front or what's the case?
I don't know if it's I can't say it's a front. I don't think it's a front. I know it's not a front. But I just think that like when you're married and you're the man, I don't know if it's something you'll understand. And I've never been married, so it's something that I don't understand fully. But I know that you are the end all be all when it comes to everything.
But you are that now, though.
Right. But that's what the family I was born into. I don't have a choice. If I'm married, I'm choosing this woman and everything she has to be my, not issue, not problem, but my priority. That's why I always say, like, before you get married, make sure you know who you marry.
Right.
Both male and female or whatever you identify as. Make sure you know that this person is this way with money. This person is this way with their emotions. This way is this way with communication. This way with children. Make sure you know these things before you decide to get married. That's why I think, of course, have the relationship beforehand. And then, if you get to that point, God bless you. Keep going forward and forth. But I feel like I'm just not that interested in that.
You like that maturity better.
Right.
Jesus.
I'm not saying I prefer immaturity, but I think it's just like
You guys are comfortable.
I'm kind of a pussy with it. Like I'm just like I like where this is easy. Marriage is hard, man. I'm sorry. Like I mean, trying to be funny, man. Like I got best friends who've been married for 20 years. It's
a new challenge that you don't want to do.
Then they've had more great days than bad days. I'm not here to bash them. They are great husbands. They do everything and everything for their family. But I'd be like, damn, all them are relying on you? You know? Because I know as a man, of men, they've done 1,000 things for their family. If they do one bad thing, they get cursed at. Me, if you curse at me, if I do 1,000 things for you and I do one thing wrong, you curse at me, I'm probably going to jail because I might hit you with the souffle. Like, because I'm like, are you crazy? Like, I did,
yo, you're not dead.
I did all this for you, and I tell you one thing that I'm not going to do, and then I'm a bad husband, or I'm a bad, like, I don't know if I can handle
Yeah, but
that.
y'all do the same thing to girls too.
Yeah, but I don't think.
But what?
I don't think y'all feel it like we feel it. Maybe I'm being sexist, but I don't think y'all feel like we feel it.
You definitely are.
I don't think y'all feel like we feel it. I think, like, I always say, like, women are allowed to make more mistakes than men.
Nuh-uh. Not the way y'all be talking nowadays. Nowadays, y'all make it seem like we supposed to come out the womb
Those the
prepared.
bitch-ass niggas. I'm not with the bitch-ass niggas. I don't represent them. That's
Who do
them.
you represent?
I represent, like, the man, a man who was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, with no internet, with no fucking phone, with no TikTok, no other stuff. When you had to get up early in the morning, do your chores. When you did something bad, you got the belt to your back. You know, when you was out.
Yeah, but those men are married.
Right. I'm probably, you know, Mitch was there with me. Now this nigga done
Okay,
that
so
shit,
even if so let's really back because we've had conversations before where you've mentioned that your parents are not married.
Right.
But they still are together. So why haven't you even found that? Like you found somebody that, you know, you don't have to be married to, but you're in a committed relationship. I mean, you know, a committed relationship or exclusive relationship or open relationship because there's a lot of things that's going on in the world.
I'm just not interested.
But you haven't found out one girl that you want to have kids with at least.
I found women.
Yeah.
I didn't fight for them. That's all that is. I didn't fight for them. That's me keeping it real. With if y'all watching this, sorry. I didn't fight for y'all. I didn't fight for them. And I think that's part of manhood that I probably am missing a lot. You know, because if I hear the words, if you're a woman, you're dealing with me, and you say you want to leave, I said, there goes the door. Go. You walk out.
Yo,
beep, hit the PlayStation.
I don't even mean to laugh, but that's so bad.
Go. I don't believe in holding somebody's hands, but I also know that I'm probably getting it wrong by not fighting for a woman that you so-called love. I understand.
So that means you don't really love them because you're going to fight for what you love.
I get it. And that's a part of me that I'm still grappling
Figuring
with.
out.
Yeah. You know, I need therapy in that section. You know, I had to get therapy for other reasons. You already know. But that story's coming, trust me. Because we got the third camera now. We got the third camera now. Daddy's on fire. So it is what it is. But I need to probably go to therapy for that. Like the commitment issues I have. Because I do realize that I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I do have heartache from way back when.
Right.
You know, in my teenage years. I do have heartache from there. So a lot of that gene is different from this gene. And
honestly, like, I also don't want to sound like a broken record because I feel like we've had this conversation multiple times. And I feel like every time you have a family event, they also have this conversation with you multiple times. Mm-hmm. So I feel like you also been repeating yourself multiple times about the same thing. So, you know, hopefully it works out. And if it doesn't, you know, it doesn't. But whatever, like I said in the beginning of the episode, whatever makes you happy.
Right.
And do whatever makes you happy.
And that's where I'm really at right now. I'm just in a good space. I don't know if I want to bring a woman into that space, and now I have to readjust, share space, adjust again, share space, adjust again. Like, because let's be honest, like in a relationship, it's the man trying to impress the woman. I'm not saying women don't do that for men, because women come through, y'all do y'all thing, but it's usually the guy that has to go after you. He has to court you. He has to. Yeah,
but niggas nowadays don't do that.
Oh, no. Niggas want to impress niggas. Niggas want to court niggas.
Niggas
that's just
don't
what
do
it
that
is.
nowadays. The girl got to go out her way to impress a man.
Much, yeah. So that's what it is. All right. Next card. Too deep.
We want to do it. We about to hit. We about to hit an hour. You want to?
Give me a wild card, and we'll do one more.
Which one you want to do? Tough question.
I don't know. Did we do what we do last time? Tough question, or?
We did 2 or 2, so it's a tiebreaker.
All right, so we'll do reflection after wild card. All right. Wild card is tell a random fact about yourself. A random fact about this ain't Shelley knows this already because we share the same passion. We like city building games. How about that? I love building city. I got this game called City Skylines 2. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I
did not expect you to say that.
Shout out to any of my PS5, my PlayStation Network buddies. Y'all see me all day on that shit. I get so emotional about the game. It's not even funny. That I've been hit with tsunamis, earthquakes, lightning.
Goodness. I was not
to start my cities.
To say that.
That's what I love. That's a fun fact about me. I love city building games. Fuck y'all. I'm good.
Yo, I was not expecting you to say that. Fun fact about me.
Got our third camera, man. We outside.
I don't even know what's a fun fact about me because I know I kind of really be saying everything about me.
Right.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go with Gene. I have this game. It's not as intense as Gene's game.
Intense.
But my game is like a 3-in-1.
Hers is intense too because I'll be in the car, Shelley just be like,
I have a
hitting the phone. Like, why are you hitting your phone?
I have a 3-in-1, so like I have to do like it's kind of like a Candy Crush to get points to go through a maze, and then through the maze I have to build my farm, and then my farm I gotta build my city, and then I gotta build plants, and so it's a lot. But yeah, I do have a game. Like I said, not as intense as Gene, but I do have a game, and I'll be locked in, and I enjoy my game. But Gene is a different level. Like he'll call me like, "Yo, everybody died," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Everybody died in my city.
He's like, "I'll start all over again." The trains, and I'm just like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "My game, my city," and I'm like, "Okay, all right, yeah." But yeah, we both have our city games that we
So there you go, guys. Whatever your vice is, whatever your passion is, get it done. All right. Okay. This is the last card we're gonna read for tonight. Appreciate you guys sticking out for this game. Really appreciate it. We'll play this more down the line. Maybe like a random. All right. This is a heavy one for me.
Oh my god.
This is a heavy one for me. But what would you tell your younger self?
Oh, we ended on that note.
All
right. I would tell my younger self. Dang. I would tell my younger self that. Well, it's multiple things, but the main thing I think is don't worry with all the noise that's around you. I think with me growing up, and I went back to journaling since the beginning of June, which I should do more often. But so I had a day where I was just like literally asking myself just questions. And one of the main questions, and this is a question that I've been asking myself since I was young, is like, why do I always feel like I'm not accepted or I'm not appreciated? Or why was I even born? Like, why did God create me? Like, that's been a question since I was young. I always feel like when I have friends, like they never stick, or when I'm passionate about something, I'm passionate about so much different things that nothing sticks.
Excuse me.
Yeah, too much.
There's never too much.
So I'll tell my younger self, don't listen to the noise. I do believe that everything happens for a reason. The lessons that I was taught may not have been important at the time, but they built me for who I am today. Some days may seem lonely, some days may seem long, but I'm important, I'm special. So just telling my younger self, just don't worry about it. Like, don't try to fit in the crowd, because I was the person that tried to fit in. I'm not even about to sit here and act like I ain't. And some days still, now to this day as an adult, I still try to like fit in, but I'm better by myself. So just tell my younger self, don't listen to the noise. And thank God I didn't have social media growing up, because that would have took me to even more of a dark place.
I feel bad for the younger generation.
Yeah, the younger generation is going through it.
The pressure y'all put on each other is unfair.
It's crazy.
Very unfair.
But yeah, just don't listen to the noise. Like, literally move in your own beat. Take your time with everything. Do what makes you happy. I wish I told myself that more when I was younger. Literally do whatever makes you happy. Like if it's you want to go to a restaurant and you ain't got no friends, go by yourself. If you want to go to a concert, go by yourself. I mean, be safe, but go by yourself. If you want to take a trip, go by yourself. Like if you say like I've sat so much waiting on people to do things with, and then people literally do things without me. Like I'm looking on social media and I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, I guess, So literally just move on your own accord, quiet the noise around you, and do whatever makes you happy.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
What would I tell my younger self?
We were just talking about this earlier too.
Yeah. I would tell myself two things. I would tell myself, be a better friend to your friends because they genuinely love you, And I realized that because in the midst of losing friends and me trying to salvage what's left, I realized that these people put up with me because they love me. And that was a hard realization to come in my 40s because I realized, like, in my teens, in my 20s, in my 30s, these niggas was there for me. And I wasn't there for them. And, words hurt. So I would tell my younger self, hey, man.
Do you hear that noise?
That might be the...
Oh.
Yeah. Alexa, stop music.
She does this every time.
Every time. Alexa, you gotta show her ass every time. But yeah, like, I would just probably tell my younger self, be a better friend to your friends because they love you. You know what I'm saying? They genuinely love you. They genuinely fuck with you. They want to see you do good. So, and probably the second thing I would tell myself, the younger self, is stop being scared of the world. My younger self was I was a hermit. I would stay in my basement. I would, before I found out like some of my friends was like outside, I would stay in my basement. I would play PlayStation 2 all day. The only time I come out my house is like to go to the mall and pick up more games. Not to get a haircut, not to get nice clothes, not to smell good. Buy video games. And I'm buying like 2, 3, 4, 5 at a clip. I'm taking my check because I would work 2 days a week because I didn't want to work long because I didn't like people. I just need enough of these, to get food, to get water, to get all this stuff. I just didn't like the world. I didn't like the world. I didn't like what it was about, but I didn't realize the world had so much to offer. Even as a black man, it has things to offer to you. You just got to maneuver yourself a different way. But now realizing that I was kind of hurting myself by kind of like staying in that basement, only coming out when it was convenient or when I needed something, I would just probably tell my younger self, yo, man, be open to people. Be a lot more open. You might would have, who knows? I might have had a family sooner. I probably would have been married sooner. I could have been rich. It could have been a whole bunch of things, Could have been a whole bunch of things. I don't know. But I do know that I was so comfortable with being alone and just being with my family that I didn't realize that there was a whole other world out there. And then it wasn't until I started working at like when I had my job at T-Mobile and shout out to my boy Greg, he kind of like, and my sister told me this the other day, he's the one who kind of like took me out of my introvert, put me in my extrovert. He said, yo, you gotta converse with people to get certain places. It's like Sheli said earlier, it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's your connections in life. And it doesn't have to be like they put you on to something. They could just teach you something. Mm-hmm. You could just learn from them. You're not gonna learn from the same people every day. Like, yes, you have to respect your mom, you respect your dad, respect your siblings, but when you go outside, you guys represent each other, but you could still learn from other people. And for a good part of my life, I wasn't going outside. I wasn't doing nothing. I was scared. I was a scared young man because I'm like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. I just want to go home and play my PlayStation. I want to play my 2K. I want to play my Grand Theft Auto. I want to just, see what my brother wants to do. Maybe check on my cousins here and there. And I didn't have social media back then. So, if you didn't hear from me for a while, it was kind of a normal thing. But I
miss those days.
Yeah, but I don't think it was a good thing because I wasn't being a good friend, and two, I was alone a lot. You know, even if I saw my mom and dad every day, and my grandmother every day, and my brother every day, and my sister every day, I was alone a lot because as I started to do what I do, I realized that like, my brother's got all his friends with him. My sister's on the drill team. She's getting scholarships. She left the nest. She's going on campus. I'm alone now, and I'm like, damn, I'm really not doing anything in life. And then that's when things started really moving for me. I'm like, all right, I need to be more. So I wish I did that sooner. Eventually, I came to it. Like everybody, I'm a social butterfly now. I can talk to anybody. I can be in anybody's face. It don't matter to me. But I also have my introvert ways. I'm kind of both. I have my days where I'm not talking to nobody. I'm just in my ways. So I like where I'm at now, but I probably will tell my younger self.
Yo, this is such a sidebar. Not even to laugh, but we went to Spencer's and we saw some shirts.
Right.
And one of the shirts, what was the shirt that was like, I'm not shy, I just don't like you?
I'm not shy, I don't like you. Yeah, just don't like you. Yeah, that's hilarious.
And that's the thing. Like sometimes it's not like we're introverts, or I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, we are introverts, but sometimes it's not like we don't want to speak to people. Yeah. We just don't want to.
We don't want to. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just here to have a good time. I'm not here for you. You know. So that old me comes out once in a while. That old me says, like this week, I've been on vacation all week. Yo, I think for about 7 hours, I was not talking to nobody. I was on my PS5 playing video games like a kid again. Because I had the energy, I had the time, I didn't have to worry about my phone ringing.
And when Jing gets in that mode,
nigga,
you could be dying. And
right now, I'm playing Mafia 3 right now. It's an old game. Mafia 3 is right there. I'm playing it. It's an old game. I love it. I love it. Because I'm going through it. 7 straight hours of gaming. I'm nuts. I still got that, though. I'm like that. But, don't be an introvert when you don't have to. Be an extrovert. But if you're not the most social person in the world, I understand. I really understand. It's fucking crazy out there. I understand.
It's sick.
It's nuts out there.
It's sick.
So I understand. But that's probably what I'll tell my younger self. Back to the question. I'll tell my younger self, just be a better friend and be more extrovert. It'll help you. It'll help you in the long run. So.
And on that note.
Good game.
So, I know we had a big gap, and we are trying to
Unpack that.
Be better now that we have a third camera. That's a little bit of a motivation. Our schedules are, well, for me, my schedule is a little bit lighter because it's summertime. I'm not outside, but job is a little less hectic. So yeah, we might be doing a little bit more episodes, but life does life. So just bear with us. Stick with us. We're going to try our best to continue to give you more episodes. It's definitely not going to be a weekly basis. I know you guys want weekly episodes, but unfortunately, our life does not work that way. But we're going to try to give you as much episodes as possible. We are going to have more guests. Well, this season, we kind of did a little different. We didn't have no guests for the past couple of episodes, but we are going to have some guests soon. So just stay tuned for that. And just continue to be our fan base. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We thank you guys. And we have some good things in store for y'all. I know this year we didn't do no brunch. We didn't do anything. We warned you guys. We told y'all in advance. But next year, when that time comes, we will
explore.
Let you guys know.
Definitely gonna explore.
We're gonna do different directions with things. We already are talking to other people about taking different directions and giving you guys different experiences, because I feel like everybody does the same thing and we don't want to be the ones that do the same thing. So just stay tuned for all of that. But yeah, thank you for all of our supporters. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys, and we will try our best to do more.
Definitely. I got nothing to add to that. I'm good. Sheli kind of spoke for the both of us right there. Again, more consistency. We got the third camera. Appreciate you guys.
Let us know. Hey, I like the third camera. Let us know.
I appreciate all the love we're getting from all social media platforms, particularly TikTok. We're still getting love on TikTok. I don't even know how that happened.
Gene gets love on TikTok. I do not. I get love on Instagram. So
Instagram, TikTok. So it is what it is. I love it. I got nothing. Sorry, guys.
Did you just say excuse me?
Sorry, excuse me.
Oh my gosh. Jesus.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Pikachu. I'm good.
And on that note, this is Hypothetically Podcast. I'm your co-host, Sheli.
And your co-host, Gene. Good seeing you guys. I miss y'all. Goodbye.